What's up, everybody? How are you doing? So excited to be here for another Adobe Live Education Edition. My name is Claudio Zavala Jr., Education Evangelist. I'm based in Texas, and today we're excited because we are going to be talking about all things fun, creative activities in Adobe Express for education.
Hello, everyone. My name is Martin Ricardo Cisneros. I'm also supporting, of course, the education community as an education evangelist. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm also based here of Northern California. Nice. So welcome to our backyard, Claudio. Yeah. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're showing you all about the 12 days of creativity. And oh my goodness, we've been seeing a lot of you who already have started on the socials. So thank you. But if you haven't had an opportunity, there's still time. There's always time for creativity, Claudio.
There's always time for creativity. And so for the next 55 minutes, those of you who are here joining us, we're going to go over all the powerful tools in Adobe Express for education, the quick, easy content creation app for education from Adobe. And again, it is free for K through 12. Many people don't realize that it is free. So we're going to show you how you can boost creativity, engage students in the classroom, and then really show you some tips to supercharge productivity in a class.
Yeah. Plus, Claudia and I are going to do some live demos. Even though we have 12, we're going to focus on a few, but we're going to show you a little bit of everything. And like our favorite friend, Ann Cosma says, we're going to push all the buttons today. And other buttons you might not even know. So we're going to do some very, very special tips. So friends, remember, you can use Adobe Express for Education in your classroom right away. If you are new to Adobe Express for Education, ladies and gentlemen, it's your all-in-all quick and easy creativity app, which means you can use it on the desktop, you can use it on your iOS device, you can also use it on your Android. So it's easy content creation for K-12 and beyond, Claudio. Beyond.
That's our
and by the way, if you're thinking it's like, oh my gosh, they have the coolest sweaters ever. Yeah. I mean, come on.
We've got someone said, like, look at those matching sweaters.
Yes, Jack, thank you. Yes. Look at that. Yeah. We dress for you all. So
we bring it. Well, also want to say hi to those of you who are joining us, and we're looking at the chat here. So I want to say hi to everyone. See Jack. So let us know where you're joining from too.
Yeah,
so
that would be great.
Know if you have students joining as well, because we do this one for teachers and students, and I know we're getting close to school wrapping up for many places. So, but hopefully you're here joining us. I see my good friend Deb. She's out in Texas there, and so thank you so much. So hopefully students are watching, and so we're gonna dive now into first of all, we're gonna talk about the 12 days of creativity. So let's take a look at a screen here. So these are, I'm on the home screen here on Express, and if you see here, we have them at the top. First of all, we're going to click where it says View All, so we can see all of these activities. Now, so if you're unfamiliar with the 12 Days of Creativity, this is like our third year doing this. So every year we have these challenges just to dive into Adobe Express and just different features in Adobe Express that are highlighted with all the different activities. And some of them we have some repeats because they're very popular, and sometimes we have new ones.
But the wonderful thing, whether you have students who have done these last year or this year, the great thing is that you get to discover new and different ways of doing things. Specifically in Adobe Express, because we're always upgrading, Claudio. I don't know about you, but every time I turn it on, it's like, oh, there's something new. Oh, there's a new button. So we are going to be pushing some of those new buttons today as well. So for those of you who have been with us, the prior years and thinking, oh, I've done all the 12 Days of Creativity, just remember, creativity can never finish because we will continue. Not only that, but just give your students access and they will amaze you of what they can do.
And so, as Martine said, we're gonna highlight all 12, but some of them we're gonna spend a little bit more time. And so I'm gonna dive into the first one, and so we're gonna take turns here. So the first one that I'm going to dive into is the ugly sweater, designing the ugly sweater. And also, I just want to say a shout out to folks from Canada. I see El Paso is in the house.
Saludos.
We got Pompano Beach, Florida, Dallas, and then I think where else did we say? Oh yeah, I've already gotten. So Dallas. Okay, if I'm missing any, sorry, apologize. All right, so we've got the ugly sweater.
Canada.
We've got the ugly sweater here, and so first off, what I'm going to do is on the right side, whenever you open up a guided activity, you're going to see this Learn tab. And so because we're doing it together, I'm actually going to close that up. But that's there. If you want to see it again, boom, hit that light bulb. It brings it back up. So think about learning, light bulb, bing, bing. That kind of matches. And so if you need to bring it back up, that's where it's at. So I've got this ugly sweater right here. And what I'm going to do is, this one says Charlie's ugly sweater, which is fantastic. First things first, let me go up to the top up here where it says Untitled. I'm going to call this Claudio Ugly Sweater.
That is just good practice, ladies and gentlemen, because remember, every time we start a new file, please make sure you are, of course, adding your file name, because, you know, a year from now, at the end of 2026, Claudio, you don't want 2,000 untitled documents in your folder.
Exactly. So first thing I'm going to do is, let's start off with the sweater itself. So it's got the penguin here, and over on the left hand, you'll see that it's already got two things selected. It's got remove background that's already there, and then the generate image. I'm going to leave the remove background because we wanted to remove the background, but I'll click into the generate image, and that is a prompt right now that is selected. It is a fuzzy sweater with a 3D penguin and snowflake design on the background. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bit of an edit here. So what I'm going to do is, you can either do one of two things. Click in between the parentheses and just edit, whatever you want. And that's just a simple, it'll be a simple swap out. But what I've done is I've went ahead and just completely changed it out. So now my prompt is fuzzy knit sweater with a palm tree and a bike. Design on a white background with 80s vibe and color.
I love it.
Because, bro, you know, we're 80s.
The 80s babies, right
80s
here.
Babies,
right
yeah.
here, yeah.
And so all the other options there I'm going to leave. It says art and it says vapor wave. That's the style. It's like right behind Martine's head right there. It says vapor wave right there. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on the generate there. And we'll go ahead and wait a bit here for... Boom, 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 boom. Well, I'll do this.
It's always jazz hands. The better the jazz hands, the better the AI comes out. We don't know the technical side. All we know is oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Okay, so we had the remove background, but I'm going to go ahead and click. Oh yeah, look at that right there.
That's amazing.
Oh geez. Okay.
Next year you're wearing that sweater.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go with that one right there. So now the reason why the palm tree and the bike. Well, you know, I grew up in California. I do live in Texas now, but California is still home for me. And Southern California. So, you know, that's where I started mountain biking. That's where the love of mountain biking. And I just love palm trees. And so that is that. Okay. That's exactly what I was feeling, the vibe that I was going for. The next thing you'll want to do is, so we have Charlie. So this is actually not Charlie's, this is mine. So I'm going to double click here and edit my name. And then I'm going to do a little bit here, a little bit of an edit change here. I'm going to keep the ugly sweater, but I'm going to go 80s. I'm going to add a little 80s there.
There we go.
80s. And then stretch this out. We're going to resize this a little bit. Now, a couple hacks here that I'm going to do here. First off, before I get, I'll do this here. We're going to go 80s. And now over there on the left-hand side, you see the color. I'm going to select the little dropper. And I'm going to pull some color from the, got to go the 80s vibe color here. So let's maybe go with that. Bam, that hot pink neon there.
Love it.
Let's maybe get a little more of a hotter pink. There we go. And I'm going to do the same for my name over there. It's got purple. We're going to do the color drop. And I'm going to go for this, like, I almost feel like it's got that Nacho Libre feel,
I was thinking more of Miami Vice.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now for background, that just doesn't fit this vibe. So let's go and replace that background there at the bottom. And I'm going to go to I'm actually, you know what? Let's go backgrounds here. And let's go. I'm going to type in 80s. Let's see what we get. 80s. Search for 80s. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
There we go.
Back to the 80s. So what will happen here is I'm going to select, now since I've already got a sun, I'm not going to go with the sun, but I'm going to go with this one. This kind of gives me that 80s TV show look there.
Saved by the Bell
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
look.
And
Although that was 90s, but
yeah. And so now I've got the image back there. So if you notice, it doesn't look the same as the one that's in the background there. So we're gonna do a quick edit here. Let's close this out because then we get back to our image menu here. I'm going to go to effects because it does have a tone attached to it right now at the moment. So if you see right here, tone is not on. So what you'll see is that basically it's a different tone. So let's look there. Let's look there. Which that kind of looks good, and that looks good as well. So I think
pops a little bit better.
Pops a little bit better.
Yeah.
What I may do is just go in here, manually do a quick adjustment, and I'm going to go ahead and go pick up a color maybe from this bar right here and swap it out. Let's see. Let's try a little bit of a brighter blue. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. I think that fits nicely. And it makes the sweater pop out. It just looks fantastic. So I think I'm happy with the way that
This
looks.
looks really good, Claudia.
And so what I'm going to do next, because it is on my computer, or I should say it is on the browser, it is saved in my account Express. Nobody else can see this. Obviously, you're all seeing this. So what I'll do next is three options. I can choose to download, which it says it's still working on the file. That's fine. Let's go to the share option, and it says it's still looking. It's still working on that as well.
It's because it's just enjoying the view of your sweater. It's the ultimate sweater. Just really quick, a shout out to Professor Cannon. I see you. Thank you. We're loving the sweaters as well. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's get. So while that is processing here, so we're going to give it a little bit of time. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this open. I'm going to jump back over to a new window here. And so we talked about that we're going to share about all 12 activities.
That's right.
So the next one that just kind of highlight is design your own stuff. I'm not going to go through and edit, but just want to show you. So this one, think of it like a little cup.
Yeah.
But you're creating basically your own little stuffy cup and a little stuffy character. So check this one out. This is a great one. Let's go. I'm going to hit the back button here. And then the other one is, so being because we're so close to the new year, this is kind of it's been for the last many years that I see every January, December, January, people start thinking about like what's next year going to be? What's it going to look like? What are my goals? I've had goals this year. And so next year I might have a new goal. So this is kind of a way for you to think of that goal as like a one-word goal. And so this one's going to be using the text effect feature in Express.
I love it.
And so think of like those words. So this is a great activity to do with students.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what is that one thing you're gonna look for?
Foreshadowing your future. Claudia, what would be your one word for next year?
So we were thinking about this yesterday. We were doing a team building activity, and so and I didn't think of the word right at the moment, but I said like fluid. And basically, what I mean by that is like I'm gonna go, not try to be resistant on things or like as change happens. I'm just gonna, meander through that change, and I'll make my way through that change. So that's kind of what I was thinking. What about yours?
Well, you just reminded me of just the Bruce Lee movie. I always think about Enter the Dragon. Don't think, just feel. That's your fluid, right?
Feel it.
But for mine, it's just possibilities, right? What is the possibility? And I think, for most of us, we're always like, we don't have enough time for this. We don't have time. And I cannot tell you, creativity, flow for me. Flow was this year, right? It's like I flow what I do for work. I flow what I do for play. I flow what I do in my life. But next year is what are those possibilities I've been thinking about, and then just taking action on them. So
okay, so I've got the ugly sweater back up, so it's fine, it's processed. So we'll do one more thing here on mine is so when you work on any of those 12 days of creativity activities, blah blah blah, you got the three options. Now, if you're in the if you're using Adobe Express Classroom, you can assign this for students, and the student will turn it in on their end. So that's one way. In this case, maybe I'll create a shareable link. So like, I'm going to choose view only link, and then create a link, and then this I can send it off to someone else. So in this case, in this instance, I'm going to go ahead and go with that right there. There it is. Look at that. It's already done. And then obviously you can choose to download this as a PNG. So either way, any of those ways, we highly recommend do any of those three. Download, share, or turn in. So,
yes.
all right. So Martin, I'm going to pass it off to you.
All right. Yeah, so we are close to a quarter of a way in, but Claudio, I think it's time to elf ourselves.
Elf.
Yes, because it's that time of year, ladies and gentlemen. So this one is a very, very fun one, right? Because we get to use some of the animation components. So first thing what I'm going to do, just like Claudio says, for those of you who are brand spanking new to us, on the right-hand side, you always have the Learn section. You have the play button. Not only that, but for all your different types of learners, if you don't want to watch the video, if you scroll down here at the bottom, you have a picture and word by word of how to do this wonderful activity. But we sometimes also know that some of you are not working on some very big screens, like Claudio's 16 brand spanking new 16-inch computer here. Some of us have smaller ones. We're working on Chromebooks or smaller tablets, whatever that might be. You can also delete or remove, I should say, not delete. We can remove the Learn section here, and if you need it back, of course, we have
more creative space.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, because look at this, right? It still looks kind of small, so I'm just going to minimize this as well, and I can zoom in. So I'm just using my trackpad here on my computer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this wonderful guy's face. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the picture. I'm going to go up here to where it says replace.
Okay, now I'm looking forward to your picture.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, of course, you can choose anything that you see on the screen right now, whether you already have stuff in your brand or in your Google Drive or anything else you have attached, but I am going to replace it with an upload because I know I have a picture, and I have this wonderful picture that I use for quite a bit for headshots. And there it is, right? There we go. This is where I brush my teeth and comb my hair early in the mornings. That's when I took this picture. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it looks kind of okay, but we need to remove some stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm first going to click on it, right? When you click, remember, this is Adobe Express. If you click on something like Elliot, right, you're going to see the text editor pop up, but I'm going to click on this picture right there. I'm going to click on it, and then, of course, the image editor pops up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the background.
Martin, and before you move on, while it's doing this, sometimes people get tricked, or not tricked, but because there's so many layers of making sure they select
Let's rewind. That's such a great thing. Yes. So the first thing I did was I replaced the picture, but you just saw me do it really quick. And what I did was I was trying to click out really quick. I was trying to click on my head here, but I don't know if you guys can see that blue square. If I click on my forehead here, I'm actually clicking on the hat. And one way of doing it, because sometimes we overlay stuff that's really close to one another. So what you can do is you can just click on the layers panel here and click exactly what you want to edit. So that's a good little way of using, of course, the side panels here for the layers. So once you select it, of course, I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side. I'm going to click on Remove Background. And what you're going to find out is zoom in a little bit is you still see my shoulder. So I want to just have my head in there. So I'm going to go over here to yes. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on Erase. Now I tried the quick selection, but I want you to see what happens when I click on the quick selection. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Oh, that's even better. Okay, I tried this earlier, and it was even better.
Man, yeah. It's
that's right there.
You're you got a Back to the Future. You're disappearing.
Slowly
disappearing.
Right? So there's multiple ways of doing it, of course. I'm going to hit the button, a.k.a. the undo button here. So when I do that, and instead of quick selection, I'm going to go down here to where it says circle brush, because you have a little bit more of leeway here. So if you see that I minimize my brush a little bit, right? So now I'm going to go in here and just slowly cut away at my neck here. There we go. Don't do it. Just don't do it. But here we go.
Hey, quick question, Martin. So I noticed that you went with the default settings over there. So size, the opacity, and the hardness. What is the hardness like? See on your menu options. What is that option there? So if you were to slide the hardness slider down, what would it do?
Oh, so we're talking about the circle brush, right?
Yeah.
So let me just hit a little rewind or unwind here. So the hardness, I'm gonna just bring it down so you can see the dramatic part, right? You see how I'm gonna zoom in even more. You see how it's almost like a sparkly glowy here, right? Versus if I go all the way, you're going to see, let me just make this a little bit smaller, right? It's just more harsh.
Yeah,
you see the difference
there?
there?
It's like a cleaner erase.
Yeah, yeah. And same thing if I go over here with the opacity, right? Well, that's not very much. But if I just want to do something very lightly, you see how it's slowly lightening it? I'll do it a little bit more.
Oh, you're on opacity.
Yeah. So you're seeing
yeah.
you're seeing the difference there. So between the opacity, between the hardness, you see the difference. So I go maximum overdrive here. That's what I like to do.
I like our references.
Yes. If you haven't felt that we grew up in the 80s, you now know.
You'll hear a lot of that.
Yeah. I was when they saw us both this morning, Claudio, with our sweaters on, I was thinking more of Step Brothers.
Yes. Oh my God.
So we are going to have to take that picture in order to promote this for later on. But anyways, as you can see here, it's like I'm trying to go around my little bottom here, my little beard. But this is pretty darn good, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to click on done. I'm not going to try to, once again, you see that? I try to click on the hat, but I'm going to bring this down a little bit more. And this guy right here is going to allow me to tilt it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. But I'm liking the outfit, but we're Adobe. So I'm going to change the color a little bit, right? And there's many ways of doing it. The fun one is clicking in here. And for those of you who are always coming into these guided activities and you're like, well, how do we know what's AI and what's not, right? So one of the fun ways I love doing is I love clicking whatever is on the template. So if I click on the body, right?
Yeah.
Here's what you find out. Check this out over here on the left-hand side. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So you see the remove background? There's an edit circle in there. That means that AI, there's something with AI already happened there. Right next to it, you see the erase button or the erase component there. And in the middle, you see those edits, right? And then, of course, at the bottom where, of course, we generate the image. So that way, if you're thinking about, well, what's already has been enhanced or dehanced, whichever way you want to do it. So I'm going to go in here to generate image. I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to look at the prompt there. And all I'm really going to do is I'm going to change that blue to black. So black and red, right? So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And this is always the fun part for me because, once again, I'm going to hit generate. And it's all about the jazz hands because this is where the fun happens, ladies and gentlemen. The better the jazz. Can you hear it? Can you feel it?
Boom.
Right?
Yes. There. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, buddy. There's some very, very interesting choices here, right? So, and as you can tell, it didn't come out exactly, but this is great. I'm going to show you how you can play with this. First and foremost, right? It cut off quite a bit. So if I go back to this one, I might say, okay, that's kind of cool. Right? But I'm going to go up here to where it says effects. And I love the fact that we now have Photoshop filters. That's for another thing. But I'm going to go down here where it says tones, right? And once again, I might do, I'm loving that red. But if you're seeing this correctly, I'm going to click on my head really quick. Something that's I just noticing, right, is like, we see the little elf there, right? So there's a few ways. So I'm going to minimize his right there. So that's one way of doing it. I'm going to bring my head. But because I'm loving this, and Claudio, as you know, sometimes we just can't wear certain hats because of the size of our heads.
I know.
So what I'm going to love is I'm going to make this, of course, a little bit bigger. So it looks like, there we go. And then once again, you're going to move this over. And if you want that special effect, ladies and gentlemen, if you want it to match, once again, I would do the very exact same thing so it can match. So if you want to go a little bit, different way, but I'm kind of digging this, right? So this is really fun. Once again, just like Claudia did in the other one, I'm going to double click here, type in my name. And the final piece of this, sir, the final piece is, of course, we're going to get jiggy with it.
Jiggy with it.
Yeah, so if we hit play, right, you're going to see how that wobbles there? If you want a different type of wobble, look at this. I'm really digging this because we're always adding up new stuff. So I'm going to click on the body. I'm going to go to animation. In animation, you have the wobble. But if you zoom in here, do you see that? Yep, that wobble.
Wobble.
We have a little edit thing going on, and we're going to click on that. So what I'm going to do is down here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see that.
Yeah, those are like, and those are so easy to bypass.
Yes.
Yeah.
I missed this the first time I did this myself, ladies and gentlemen, but I want my body where my neck is to my head to sort of stay the same in one place and have everything wiggle around. So check it. I'm going to click on this guy right here. You see that? Because I can pin it to anywhere else, right? If I just want my hand. But it could be opening a door, right? Opening a door, but I'm going to stick with that one there. And I always love the spring. For some odd reason, I like 19. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing with the hat as well. I'm going to wobble it, and I'm going to bring this to 19 or close to 19 as possible, right? And then last but not least, you got to do the head. I'm going to click on the side. We're going to wobble the head also to 19. And ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to do next? We are going to hit the play and boom. Bam! Nice. Right? So, of course, you can do backgrounds, you can do other stuff, but just as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget to write your name of your project. So, Elf Martin.
While you're doing that, I'm just
2025. All greatness. But I love this, right? Like I said, I love this. And like I said, if we wanted to change the background, one of my favorite things is type in Winter Festival because it's always fun to find out.
You went to search everything.
Search everything, and then I go here to video, right? And I look at all these wonderful things, and there is one. Oh, I love this one right here, right? So I can click on that, and what I do next is the easiest way is I click onto this, and then I go to edit, and I click on fill video. But look at this. This is where the layers come in, and bam, ladies and gentlemen,
nice.
Right?
I like that.
And as a reminder, when you are done, of course, making your wonderful creation, make sure you can come up here to the top right. You can click on download, and because it's animation, ladies and gents, it's preparing the file. But what I love about this is when you download, you can download it as an MP4, as a PNG if you wanted the picture. But going back to the MOV, to the movie file, you can download this, Claudio. I don't know if you know this, but you can download this in 4K.
Yep. Yeah, 4K is like, which is great for sharing.
So
it'll look great.
With that, there are, like I said, we have a lot of wonderful 12 days of Christmas. The Elf one is amazing. But Claudio, what is your funky snack for the holidays?
Funky snack.
What's your go-to snack?
Oh, the funky snack. Oh, let's see your screen up there. There you go. Well, I don't consider pizza a snack, but I guess you could eat it any time. But you know what? I'm a chocolate chip cookie guy, though.
Okay. I'm going to type in cookie. And once again, we're going to let its magic roll. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, right? Bam. Oh, so what I did was I'm going to hit replace, and then I can go into photos. I'm going to try that again. All right. There we go. Oh, I love when it all changes everything. Replace with no, we wanted photos.
Yeah.
There we go. And for some...
It doesn't want to replace right now.
It says, Martin, you might just need to move on to the next one.
Yeah.
It's all good. But I did one earlier, Claudio, and I just wanted to share with you what my favorite snack is because it's the holiday season. It's tamales.
Tamales.
Yes. If you're Latino, it's somehow in all the wonderful things that you eat. There's always tamales in the fridge. So,
are you okay? Are you? I like the sweet tamales.
Ooh, yes.
So
my
my mother-in-law, my mom. They'll make there's the pineapple version ones.
Pineapple and cheese, sir.
Ooh.
Pineapple and cheese.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I'll have to try that. Very cool. Nice.
So I know that we are going to be doing some other ones, right?
Yeah.
So we have the postcard coming up.
Postcard, yep.
Tell us a little bit more about the postcard.
Perfect. All right. So I am going to be diving into the postcard one here. So we have all the 12 up here. Again, reminder, click on view all so you can see all of them. And postcard. I'm going to click on postcard, close this out. Now, I have not been to Hawaii. That's still on my bucket list to go to Hawaii. Yeah. So if anybody wants to invite me to Hawaii, I'll be, hey, call out right here. So, but there's a few places that I enjoy going to, specifically for mountain biking and hiking. And one of my favorites is Sedona. And if you've not been to Sedona, Arizona, you need to. It is amazing. So what I'm going to do is adjust this for Sedona. And so obviously Sedona does not have like those really wonderful looking flowers like that, and it looks like palm trees. No, Sedona will not be like that. So I'm going to make a few edits here. First off, I'm going to change out some of these images. So easy thing first off to do, we'll click on replace, and I will go to design assets. And in design assets, let's go ahead and type it, because Sedona is kind of like it's kind of, I would say it's as you drive down like from the mountains. So it's kind of like desert, but not really desert, but because it's got like really beautiful red rocks and stuff. So
gotcha.
What I'm going to do is type in desert, just so I can get some kind of images, because there are lots of cliffs like that right there in Sedona. So what I had to see, so many to choose from. Okay, I'm gonna go like with this one right here, and I'm going to delete that palm tree because there are none there. And for here, I think it looks like I have a tone. So what I did is I went to effects to edit, and I'm going to actually go into view all and make it a little more red. Because it's a lot more red than what you're seeing there. So I'm just kind of like really I would say enhance that red, and then the highlights here, bring that also to red, maybe a little bit more of the richer orange.
Nice.
And boom, not too much, maybe about right there. Let's see, let me flip it. Okay, not bad. So now there in Sedona, you will see lots of these. Let's go to elements. There are cacti, but I'm just going to type in cactus. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. Nopales. So
there we go.
Click here. And put some like right here.
Oh, nice.
And over here on this one right here, I'm going to delete that. And you will see certain animals as you go. You may see certain animals you hike, like hogs, and maybe some coyotes out there. So let me see. I'm going to type like a hawk. Enter hawk here. And I want to find something that's got a little bit of color. Let's see. Let's go design. Keep it here, design assets. Maybe something like this one right here.
There we go.
I'm going to put that one right there. Okay, now let's go to the nitty gritty here. Hawaii. And we're going to swap it out with Sedona.
Love it.
And we're going to resize that. Now, if you notice in the background, there is also another text box that actually does say Hawaii as well, which is basically what we've done is taken. So I'm going to move it right there so you can see there. It says Hawaii right there. And I'm just going to edit that to say Sedona. And right now, Sedona's got that orange look there. And so I'm going to move that back behind it. Do a little resizing just so it kind of fits behind there. And one of the things I always use the arrow keys on my keyboard because that just helps
more
me
precise.
Out. Yeah, that's just one of my kind of styles. And now here we have some beautiful palm trees. As I mentioned, I do love palm trees. We're gonna replace with photos. Hopefully, photos works for me. Okay.
There we go.
All right. And actually, what I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in the word cactus once again because I do want to get look at this. Like a flower right there.
I love that.
Look at that.
That's nice.
And we'll do a little resizing right here. So one of the things I like about this activity, it's like it's an easy one.
Yeah.
And I would say you can take a lot of time to think about it. but you don't really have to. It's like really simple, quick, easy edits. Now, I do want to share a tip here. So if you notice, like when I move this behind, how it kind of peeks,
over the
it
letters
peeks behind the letter. So, and if I do this, okay, then it kind of bleeds in there. Same thing down here at the bottom. So I'm going to do a little trick here for all of you, or say a tip here. Let's go ahead and bring this over here. And just to show you this next feature, so what I'm going to do is, if you notice here on the corner of this, let me zoom in here and show you. So see how it's rounded right there?
Yeah.
There's the option right here for corners. And you can see that the corners has already been used.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do this, check that. So
it rounds it out even more.
Rounds it out. And what that's helpful with is specifically right here. So now,
nice.
I can hide it easier behind it. So definitely try that out. Now, color-wise, I think it's very close to, pretty close now. Ocean Breeze, obviously, not Ocean Breeze here.
I mean, if you are, then there's, you've been out there too long.
So I'm just going to put here, it's Arizona, because that's where it's at, Arizona. And I can say the colors are pretty close to like what I want for this. Mm-hmm. But just to play a little bit with the colors, so let's do one of my favorite features to use in Express for coloring. And let's go ahead and just do another adjustment here. This is like one of our secret weapons, I should say, a little secret hack. Mm-hmm. Let's go to theme. And I'm going to just scroll down through these color palettes. And let's go maybe some retro. And I'm going to look for something that kind of gives me the Sedona feel and look. And now if you're from Sedona and I don't get this accurate, please forgive me. No judging. But let's see here. Color pop, retro. Let's go retro. And actually, this is kind of calling me right here. This one right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the little green pops up a little bit more.
Now, what I'll do is go to the top. Oh.
Ooh.
So, okay, I'm kind of feeling this is a nice combination. Now, I'm trying to get there it is. That's kind of what I think I like that right there. And I got my postcard ready to send. Now, I want to print this out and mail it out to somebody. So here we go. In this case, instead of sharing or like turning it in, I'm going to download this as a PNG. I could also do a PDF for printing.
Yes.
And download it, and then I will send it off to my printer. And then I'll take it into my little cutter, print it out on cardstock.
Of course.
So it's not flimsy. And then stamp, write a little message, mail it out, boom, it's off. So I just created a really nice postcard.
Love it.
Of one of my favorite places to visit. And before handing off, Martine, let's talk really quick. One of the other ones that we're just going to highlight, and that is the record a new story from the future you. Now, the reason we're not doing this, it's a little bit more intense, a little bit more time, but it is great. Recommend to use this. I'm just going to scroll through, hit a little play right here so you can see it. So think about like your students. Think about like what their goals are for the coming year, or maybe in several years. In 5 years, it's always good to think about, where you're going to be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and think about like sending a message back to themselves. So like a future message from themselves. Okay, there's my postcard. It just downloaded, so it's ready to print. That's my PDF.
I love it.
And so check this one out if you haven't done it.
It's a great way also to have your students. I always, in the classroom, I always look at, certain times of the year, whether it's the end of the semester, end of the quarter, end of the unit, whatever, in order to reset or rejudge a little bit of the goals that you have. But I'm loving this video because sometimes video, it's a great way of really honing in on some of the stuff that you want to do. So love it.
All right, Martine, I'm handing off to you. Now you got the next one.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we were up to number 7 and now we are at number 8. So Claudio, it's time for us to do some voiceovers. So FYI, ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go.
Look in the past. Claudio does a mean pirate every now and then, but the fun thing is we can have so much fun in creating our very own snowman. So we are going to create our very own talking snowman. So once again, unless your name is Joey, because there's a lot of Joeys up there, you want to double click here and of course make it your own. So we're going to do that. And if you're brand new, once again, as you can see, it's plug and play here, ladies and gentlemen. So you can just grab the corners anywhere and resize to your heart's content. But this is where the fun begins. I'm going to go ahead and click this off so we have more real estate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here on the left-hand side where it says media. Under media, of course, for those of you, once again, just going to add some stuff. You guys now have access to, of course, Adobe photo stock collection, video stock collection, audio stock collection. And if you're in K-12, of course, you have those K-12 guardrails at the same time. So this is amazing. But what I like is I'm going to go over here to where it says audio. And right underneath audio is one of my favorite features in Adobe Express, which is, of course, Animate characters. So in Animate characters, as you can see, I've done this before quite a bit, but let me just reset everything here, right? Under characters, I'm going to go over here where it says all. We have a plethora.
Did you say plethora?
Plethora. Yeah, so we have a plethora of different types of characters, and our wonderful team is always, of course, creating some amazing
things.
What
is a plethora?
Sorry. Once again, 80s kids, so great movie. But what I want is, the original intent is we're going to want to put a mouth on top of our snowman.
All right.
Right? And we want to make him speak and do all kinds of stuff. So up here, you can, of course, search for it, but we have a set of mouths. So I'm going to scroll down until, oh, there they are, mouth only. So you can scroll down. And as you can see here, we have a variety of different kinds, or some more plethora of mouths, right? And so you can choose big red lips, right? You can choose Mo. Finster is funny. Of course, there's happy. There's Clay. There's grumpy. The caricature, I happen to like friendly. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to, actually, I don't need to minimize. As you can see, I can make this chair speak if I wanted to, but I'm going to go up here to where it says background, and as you can see, we have a variety of different backgrounds,
and there's so many more added also as well.
We continue to add, and if by any chance there's a certain color that you need, you can do that here. But another cool little thing that people don't know is you can upload your own image and pretty much make anything speak. But we already have our snowman, so we're going to click on the second one, which is transparent. And the reason we want transparent, because remember, we're thinking of the end game. And the end game is to have this mouth on top of our snowman. So before I even do that, Claudio, we're fortunate that we're here at the Adobe Studio, and of course we have some amazing equipment. But if you're at home and you're like, well, we don't have those amazing equipment, so what can we do? Down here at the bottom, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, right on top of Claudio's head, there is enhanced speech. So you want to click on that. And Claudio, tell the wonderful folks, what does enhanced speech do?
So you mentioned all this great equipment here, but if you don't have it at home, it's generative. It's AI that will analyze the voice. Basically, a little recording studio on your browser. It slides everything and makes it sound super clean. It removes all the background noise. In a classroom of so many students,
you definitely
you want to use this.
I mean, unless you have a school that has podcasting studios, but other than that. But even before that, what we're going to do next is we're going to hit record. And if this is the first time you're doing it, I'm going to hit pause. Wait, hold on. Let's cancel that. If this is the first time you're doing it on your web browser, you're going to get a little badge that says, a little pop-up that says, hey, do you allow Adobe Express to use your microphone? Please make sure you click on allow. If not, you're going to have to reconfigure that in your browser, and it's just going to take more time of you having fun. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and hit record. You have up to 2 minutes of recording time, but I'm going to just record something nice and short just so you can see how this works. I'm going to hit record. It's going to give me a countdown on 3, 2, and Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? And welcome to Adobe Live Education. Oh, yeah. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going over the 12 days of Christmas. No, not Christmas. We're going over the 12 days of creativity. Yes. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, buddy. And, of course, if it didn't come out the way it should, then, of course, you can always re-record it because we're having fun. And it's towards the end. So what's going to happen now, it's going to take some time. It's uploading the voice file up to our servers. And then, of course, if there was any background, but we're here in the studio, so there's no background noise. But if there was... It does a really outstanding job of eliminating background noise.
I did that recently while it's uploading. I did it recently in a room of 200 students.
Oh, wow.
And it was a big room, and I demoed it, and they were like, their mouths dropped when they saw that. Oh, my God, we're gone. Like, this is, you need to try it.
Yeah. No, I'm loving this. And for some odd reason, it said, no, Martin, you have to re-record your dialogue.
I've seen it happen everywhere. But if you click the closeout, it then shows up on your screen.
It does. Okay.
I've seen that happen.
It might mean, oh, it just gave me another one. I'm going to try it again. And it just, now it's, we're in that zone.
Okay, I bet you if we refresh, it's going to show up. How about? What's the odds?
3, 2, and look
at that.
So I was gonna say refresh is always something that we like to do. So I'm clicking on it. I'm gonna go up to the top. I'm going to bring it down to make it the right size. But before I play it, what it's missing a few things.
Yeah, I can't smell or see anything.
Well, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to type in eyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it flow, search for eyes. All right, there we go. All right. Wants to search for more. No, I just want eyes. So I like to go down here and use the design assets, right? So as you can see, there's different types. Now, it could be a mean one.
Mr. Grinch.
Oh, yeah, I don't want that guy coming up. So we can, of course, do a fun one. So I'm going to go down here. And, this guy looks a little interesting, right?
That's good.
So I'm going to bring him down a little bit more. And I feel I'm going to bring the mouth a little bit smaller. And, of course, like Claudio says, he needs to smell.
Nice.
So we are going to give him some veggies, specifically a certain one, which is carrots. And I'm going to go to Design Assets one more time. And I think I saw one I'm going to go with. Wait. Where'd it go? No, we're going to go back up. And we are just going to go with this one here. Now, as you can see, it has a little ending. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Erase. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, quick selection. Bam! All right, you saw that? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to hit Done and then make this guy a little bit smaller. And then we are going to do some orientation here.
Oh, man.
There we go, right? Yeah, buddy. And it needs to pop a little bit more. So I'm going to do what Claudio did. And let's see, more orangey. Nope, we need more color. Ooh, no. Let's head back. We've gone to a different side now. We are actually...
There you go.
A little bit more orangey. Oh, we're going the different ways. Oh, I know why. No, you know what? I don't like either one of them. So, once again, you play around.
Hey, that's the whole thing about creativity. You try
there
things.
We go. Now we're talking.
Dude, can't wait to. Okay.
But what I love about this, right, it's the adjust. So I'm always doing the adjust, and the saturation is really what I wanted.
Yeah.
There we go, right? So now look at that. And you know what he needs is a top hat. I don't know why, but I guess he does, some emceeing on the side is what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And here we go. We're going to go for some digital assets here. And, right here, buddy. Booyah. We're going to go up here. And, I'm loving this. I am loving this, right? All right, folks. now, right? Y'all ready for the performance?
Yes, go for it.
Check it.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? And welcome to Adobe Live Education.
This is awesome.
Oh, yeah. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going over the 12 days of Christmas. No.
Oh, my gosh.
We're going over the 12 days of creativity. Yes. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
I love it.
Yes, if they have not tried
buddy.
this, if you have not tried this
Well,
yet,
ladies and
everyone,
gentlemen,
you
how you
have to
doing?
try it. You have to get into it.
And then more tips. I'm not going to do it all right now, but more tips that we definitely will do is go into media, go into audio, and then also put some jingles, put some sound effects on the back.
Behind it.
It always makes, of course, your creativity flow a little bit better. But because of time, we're going to move forward. But just as a reminder, when you download, right, look at this. You can download as an MP4, PNG, JPEG. You can also PDF. But look at that. GIF.
Nice.
Yes.
No.
You can do the GIF. So if you just want the animation without the sound, you can do that as well, ladies and gentlemen. So please, please, please make sure that you are sharing all of the 12 days of creativity. Yes. All right, sir. So, Claudio, I know that we are, of course, moving right along all of the 12 days of creativity. We're at number 8. At number 9, we, of course, had, sugarcoat your favorite animals. So that means that you can make your very own cake pop.
Yep.
What would you do what was one of your favorite animals?
A cheetah. Cheetah, yeah.
I love it. Mine would be a hedgehog. I'm loving hedgehogs lately. The next one, of course, one of my favorite ones of the 12 days of creativity is, of course, creating your own snow globe. So this is a perfect time to go out and take some amazing pictures. This can also be a greeting card, right?
You can absolutely.
All of these can be greeting cards. And then, of course, we're going to move right along over to personalizing a time capsule, right? So this is really slick. If you have not done it, it's another video that you can create, right? And I kind of love it because it allows students to really get, think about for this year, what are some memorable things that happened to you? What are some memorable stuff that you might have, that you might picked up, like that wonderful audio new equipment that you got, Claudio?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you all see how his face lit up as soon as I talked about that? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. But Claudio, I think we need to finish it off with creating an inspiration board.
We're going to do this super fast because we're almost out of time here, everyone. We're at the Curate and Inspiration board, and actually I've already got it opened up here, and I actually invited Martine to the project, so I'm on my screen, but Martine's going to join me here in a bit. And so what we're going to do is and again, we're going to go super fast with this. We're going to say we're going to call this our inspiration board, but think of this as a way for so we did the video time capsule for the year before. Now think ahead. Like we had our one word activity here, so think ahead. What are some of the things you're looking forward to doing in 2026? So, goal setting. What do you want? Maybe places you want to visit. Some goals you have for the coming year. Maybe there's a project you want to work on. So as you can see, there's a project option here. My project here. So you can swap out the images here and say swap it out with an image of something that you want to work on, something that you want to, again, a project you want. Some things that inspire you, swap these out with the photos. Again, so think of all the different activities that you've gone through, and then now this kind of think of this as a way to kind of put all of them together. As you can see, Martine is in here. So, again, we're doing this last one super fast. Now, what you'll want to do is when you're going through any of these activities, So you've seen us go through we demoed the ugly sweater, postcard, the snowman. What was that? The little oh my god,
dancing elf.
Dancing elf. Oh, this one is a great one. Like project for this coming year is like diving into Premiere on the iPhone. I think a lot of us on the team, I was able to share with the team what it is, and so. That for me too. That's for sure. That's one kind of a mutual inspiration board here. So that's another way. Do your own, but do a mutual one. Do one with your classmate, with a colleague. Now, when you get yours done, when you work on one, you want to make sure to download, because we've talked about download the projects. sharing them out, so creating public links for the projects. And then if you're using Classroom, you want to assign these. Because Martine, did you hear that there's an Easter egg?
I did hear about that. That's right.
So all of you, if you've been working on the 12 Days of Creativity,
yes.
there is an Easter egg in the middle of 12 Days of Creativity. During this time of season, there's an Easter egg. So whether you download the project as a PNG video, whether you share it out as a shareable link, or if you turn it in any of those 3 combinations, you will get an Easter egg.
That is amazing.
Now, I want to save that surprise, but Martine's doing it on his. So we're going to see, he's going to download the project here in just a bit, and we're going to see.
And then, Claudia, just to make sure, we either need to download or share all of the 12.
All of the 12.
Okay.
Or assign. And it can be in any combination. So you don't have to download all of them. You don't have to share all of them. It's just any 3 combinations, but you do all 12.
All right. Here we go, Claudia.
Okay, all right.
You ready?
Okay.
On 3, 2, and...
Dude. So we're keeping it a secret because we want you to be surprised on your end. But we're keeping it a secret. Okay, this is good.
Oh,
wow. We didn't know that we had this Easter egg coming for us.
That's amazing.
And this is so cool. So
do it. Do it. All 12.
All 12.
Share, download.
Once you have the Easter egg, then you feel free to share. But we wanted to keep it a surprise. We don't want to show you the actual Easter egg. But hey,
it's amazing.
Martine, it's always so great to be here with you. I know we got to wrap up here.
Yes.
This has been great. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much. And someone said,
thank you all.
Send Claudia to Hawaii. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
Oh, and Claudia needs a partner to go to Hawaii. To
right
make
here,
sure that he's guided correctly.
So be sure to subscribe to Adobe Live so you can see all the wonderful Adobe Lives that are broadcast, and join next week because I think that's the last one.
Before the year,
holiday break. Our colleagues are going to be joining Martha Bargiano and Nicole. They're going to talk about unwrapping creativity. So be sure to check it out. But hey, everyone, I hope you had fun.
Thank you.
It's always fun, hermano. It's always fun to be here. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us here. I hope you have a great time.
Happy
on these 12
holidays
days
to
of creativity.
everyone. Thank you. Thank you for all of you.
Thank you, everyone. Amigos, amigas. Hasta luego. Until next time.
Until the next one. Oh, yeah.